Hello, parents. Welcome to Title I Literacy Night for first grade. This is Miss Bell, and I'm here with the other first grade teachers, Miss Bear, Miss Henry, and Miss Taylor. We want to give you a few tips for reading at home with your child. Our first tip is read every day, no exceptions, of course. When reading, give your child strategies to use when they're stuck on a hard word. Think about the story, what's happening in the story, check the pictures, sound it out, look for chunks or part of the word that they know, and always think, does this make sense in the story? Is it okay to hear the same book over and over again? Yes, the idea is that for your child to enjoy time with books. This builds confidence and your child will start to recognize words. Let your child see you read, go to the library together, keep books, magazines, and newspapers around the house. Keep it relaxed. This is bonding time. Ask your child to point their finger to each word as you and your child read together. Establishing the ability to track print is important, and your child will soon begin to understand what the word said is and the word that he or she sees. Stop and ask questions when reading. What is happening? What may happen next? What do you notice in the pictures? Because reading is thinking. Now I'd like to introduce to you Ms. Henry, who will do the next part.
Good evening. I'm going to tell you about the different reading levels that your child's going to go through in first grade, we hope, from reading from a level C up to a level IJ. At the beginning of the year, we hope that the children are reading on a level C. And some of the characteristics of a level C book are that the text is patterned, so it's the same thing throughout the book. So for example, this page says, "She was sleeping on the couch. Wake up, socks," I said. The next page might be, "She was sleeping on the bed. Wake up, socks," I said. So you can hear the pattern, but the picture supports that pattern. So in the next page, if the word was bed, there'd be a picture of a cat sleeping on a bed. So that is a very important characteristic of a level C book. Also, the sight words are words that the children are familiar with, as well as sight words that they are introduced to while reading on that level. In the middle of the year, we hope the children are reading on a level F and G. That's in January. And some of the characteristics of an F book would be that there's less picture support. So you can see in this picture, there's a bird in a nest. If you read the words, though, nowhere in there does it say nest. So the children have to rely on decoding strategies, not only pictures, to help them read. The text is no longer patterned, so it's not the same thing throughout the book. And there's also a variety of ending punctuation to help them as they become more fluent with their reading. So question marks and exclamation points. The sight words are more difficult, words like soon and keep. And also the nonfiction books, this is an example of a nonfiction book, are actually teaching true concepts. It's not just reading about something. They're actually things they can learn. A G, you'll notice the print has gotten smaller. There are more long vowel patterns now in a level G, and the sight words continue to become harder. Words like make and more. And all the nonfiction the nonfiction concepts, the nonfiction books also are teaching scientific concepts. At the end of the year, we hope the children are reading on an I or a J. You'll notice in this book, it is a nonfiction book. The print is smaller. There are photographs to help with support. There are more long vowel patterns. And some of the words are more content specific. So in a different level book, it might say a baby talking about the small koala bear, but in this book, it's talking about a joey. So we've got specific vocabulary words. The words have more endings and also more ending blends, like an MP or an NG. And this is a level J. And once again, the print is getting smaller, but also in some of the level J books, in both fiction and nonfiction, there might be tables of contents, headings, glossary, index. So those fiction and nonfiction concepts are in the books. This particular book shows you therapy dogs, which is a heading. So that helps the children. We talk about what the heading does and how it helps you as a reader. The print also is smaller, and it continued to be more vowel patterns and then more multisyllabic words with different endings, like families. So in first grade, as you've just seen, we want the children to go from a level C to a level J to remain on grade level. So that as you have been able to tell from this presentation, we really focus on reading, not only at school, but at home as well. The next section is going to be about rhyme magic, and Mrs. Taylor is going to tell you more about rhyme magic.
Hi, I hope you've heard about Rhyme Magic. It's a program we used to use only for kids in intervention, but this year we're using it to help all our students in reading. What is Rhyme Magic? Rhyme Magic is an innovative word recognition system to raise achievement and build confidence in K2 readers. It focuses on the rhyme, the vowel-consonant combination that helps drive word analysis. Daily immersion in chanting rhymes builds greater understanding of word analysis. Working with reading groups to find the magic rhyme and words gives students a powerful strategy to decode unknown words. What is an onset and a rhyme? Rhyme Magic teaches children to decode words by seeing the rhyme inside an unknown word. An example of a rhyme inside a word is the vowel-consonant combination ip in slippery. The onset is the beginning consonant or consonant cluster, like the SL in slippery. The affix or the endings are the ER and Y for slippery. Rhyme Magic helps children begin to see words in chunks that make sense to them instead of sounding out words letter by letter. Here's a quick video link to show you Rhyme Magic in the classroom. When this is over, Mrs. Bear is going to conclude our presentation.
Okay, guys, we're sending home some packets with your children. Some of your packets will include some reading tips and tools to help you and your child at home. Please put them in a safe place, because they'll be very, very useful for you in the future and now. And especially if we should go all remote, you'll definitely need these at hand. You're also going to have a book coming home with your child. Please use this book to read with your child or have them read with you. This can also be reading minutes that you can record for the nightly reading minutes. There should be a survey for you to fill out on our homepage for you to fill out about this presentation. And most of all, we need you. This is a very critical time in education for the kids and for us. And without you, we can't do our job. We need you definitely. It's going to be definitely teamwork. Lots of folks come around asking, how can my child become a better reader? That seems to be the most popular question. And ending with this quote, here are 10 ways that your child can become a better reader. And number 1, that's to read, 2, read, 3, read, 4, read, 5, read, 6, read, 7, read, 8, read, 9, read, and 10, read. So you get the message, read, 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 and that's the way your child will achieve and be a really powerful reader. Thank you for your time, and we hope you find this presentation to be useful, and we hope to see you soon. Thank you so much.